Hello, Rashard Jones, Project Director of the African American Male Initiative at Communities and Schools for Wiley, Jackson, and Smith High School. First off, I want to say thank you for you guys on the support that you've offered to the students that are in our program over the last year as we have dealt with COVID 19. I'm sure you guys are just as much aware of some of the research that's out about the negative impacts everyone's concerned about as our kids have felt alienated and isolated apart from their friends and their loved ones over the last year. But you guys have helped us um, in this process, and we don't take that for granted. And so we thank you for being there. As you can see, I'm actually not in the schools yet myself. I'm actually working from downtown Greensboro most of the time until the school loosens up some of its restrictions as relates to volunteers coming in. But in the meantime, we have created another platform that we want you guys to join in with us as we launch this new platform. There's going to be a training coming up within the next week and to teach you guys how to become involved with it. Two of my interns, Mr. Kevin Rabel and Jalen Gilbert, they actually came up with this idea of incorporate. We're calling it the Drawbridge. It incorporates two different platforms. It's not something that we created exclusively. We borrowed from a drawing game, and we're going to use Zoom as a platform, and it's going to be a league. So this won't be something where you and your mentor do by yourselves. It'll be something that about six mentors and a host do together. We'll do it on a weekly basis. We're going to keep score. It's going to be very interactive, but it's just another platform for us to continue to engage our students in a way that's meaningful and powerful. And so, Kevin, it is on you next, guys. Take a look at the video. He's done a really great job of organizing this, and I look forward to everything, the fruit that's going to come out of this activity. Thank you, and on to you, Kevin.
Hello, and welcome to the Drawbridge tutorial. I am going to be quickly running you through the phases of the game and how it is that you should be playing it. We are going to be using a third-party platform called DrawEyes. We do not own this platform. We are not formally affiliated with this platform. It is just the best game out there that is well suited to the needs of the program as we have designed it. So, there are 5 main things that you need to be concerned with. First is getting into the game. When it's time for you to play your game, you will be sent a link in the Zoom chat, which you can click on to enter the game room. Whoever enters first will be considered the host of the game, and it will be on them to start once all 6 players are in. You can see here the screen. This capture, I am not the host, but you can get a general idea of what the screen is going to look like. If you're seeing something that looks like this, that means you're in the room, and once you see all 6 players, then the host can start the game. When you're in the game, there are 2 main roles you can take, either the drawer or one of the guessers. The drawer is selected randomly, and under the rule set that we're going to be using, every player will get the chance to draw 3 times, for a total of 18 drawings. When you are the drawer, you will have 3 options to choose from, and you can pick whichever you think will either be the easiest to draw or the most likely for your mentee or mentor, if you're a student, to guess, while being difficult for the others to guess. We will be using, for at least the younger students, a restricted word list provided by the teachers to reinforce vocabulary learning, sight words, associations. And for older kids, it's very likely that we will just be using the default words available within the system. So once you've selected a word, you will start drawing. And if you're on a tablet, you'll draw by touching on the screen. But if you are on a computer, then you will draw with the mouse. And you can see on the left side of the screen, there are color options to give you a little bit more variety in terms of what you'll be able to make. You can see in this example, I drew pants, I drew a stick figure with blue jeans on. I am not a great artist, but hopefully this gives you a pretty good idea of how the system works. The other main role that you can fill is that of a guesser. And as the name implies, it involves guessing what the other person is drawing. In this example, the word was egg, and if you're on a computer, then you can type using your keyboard, or if you're on a tablet or a mobile device, you'll be able to tap on the on-screen keyboard. There's no penalty for wrong guesses, and you will get more points if you guess quickly. At the end of the game, everyone's points will be totaled up, and there will be final ranks. What we need for you to do is to add together your score with your mentee's score and report it to us so that we can tabulate results and build a ranking over the course of the regular season. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's see how this looks in an actual game. You're going to start by clicking the link. It'll be in the Zoom chat, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I just sent a link to myself. So, the host, who will be the first person who enters the room, will be the one who starts the game. That's going to be my other computer. So it looks like my secondary monitor is picking first, so I'm going to select my drawing. And the drawing that I have for this is an egg, so you can see that the egg is available on screen, and so on my main computer, I'll type in egg and hit enter. Obviously, if you're on a tablet, you can tap the screen. And then now, since it is this computer's turn to be the artist, I am drawing pants. So I will draw a stick figure and then add some pants on top. And you can see how I had to pick a word to draw. It's pretty straightforward, and I will now take the time to type on my other computer, pants. And it's very straightforward like that. So I'll go ahead and play another couple rounds, and you can guess along at home if you'd like, but obviously I'm going to be giving you the answer in a minute. So, and after 30 seconds of drawing, you'll notice that, I'll wait a second for it to pull up, that it'll give you the amount of letters that are available in a given word. So after 30 seconds, you can see that this is a 7-letter word. So based on this drawing and the fact that the word is 7 letters long, you might rightly assume that it is a ladybug. And then you hit enter, and you've submitted your guess. And you can notice right now with the points that because I took so long to answer, I only got 25 points as opposed to 34 for answering pretty much instantly. So that's pretty much how the point system scales. And you'll also notice that the drawer gets points based off of how many people answered. So since it's just me in multiple computers, whenever I guess right, the drawer will get 30 points, and the guesser will get points based on how quickly they responded. So now I can guess pineapple, and there's going to be one more round, and then I can show you at the very end how you can keep track of your scores and report them to us. So just going to make this drawing. Alright, so now I have played the entire game. So now that the game is over, on this computer I have finished in 2nd place. And so if you scroll down to the bottom here, you'll see that my other computer, I scored 152 points, and on this computer I scored 144 points. So I would like for all mentors to record their point totals at the end of a game and then give them to me, corresponding with the teams, and then pass those on to me or to Mr. Jones, and we will then keep that information ready to get an idea of how rankings are panning out over the course of the season, if you want to call it that. So that's essentially how this game is going to go. Hopefully this visual demonstration was helpful, And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me or Mr. Jones through Communities in Schools AAMI.